Welcome to Tucson, Arizona. My name is Andrea and I'm here with Zhuping Hodge, owner and tea master at 7 Cups. Welcome to our weekly podcast. Today we have a very special tea that we're going to talk about and new to our catalog here at 7 Cups, Biluochun. So tell us, Zhuping, a little bit about this famous tea.
Biluochun is another kind of famous Chinese tea in China, and we know there are most famous green tea named Dragon Well. The other popular famous green tea named Biluochun. Bi means green.
Oh, so B is green. Okay, so the tea obviously is going to have a green,
it's green
color.
Tea, very green. Tea leaves, tea water, very green. Luo means snail.
Snail. Oh, it's because that curvy shape of the dry. Oh,
yeah.
I see. So that dry leaves have that curly shape. Okay.
Yes. Chun means this tea came from the spring. This tea must be came from the early spring. And after certain days in the early spring, they won't produce this tea anymore. So then the Biluochun is that meaning.
And how long has it been famous in China?
About a few hundred years history from the end of Ming Dynasty. About 400 or 500 years ago, the tea started invented it, started becomes famous and popular.
And so now it's tribute tea.
Since that, become the tribute tea for even for Qing Dynasty, the emperor.
So what are some characteristics about this tea?
So this tea, they pick a very early, very tender, young, short tea buds to make it. They will pick over 60,000 pieces of tea buds.
Really?
Fresh tea, 60,000 fresh tea buds to make a 1 kilo dry leaf.
I see. So it's a very small leaf.
Very small
it looks, it's familiar to me of another tea, early spring tea, Mengding Sweet Dew.
The shape
is somewhat similar.
Very similar as the Mengding Sweet Dew. So somebody will say Mengding Sweet Dew is kind of like a grandfather for the Biluochun, for the technique, for the core shape.
But I know the flavor is very different between those two teas.
Because the bush different, soil different, the climate is different. Sweet Dew from Sichuan green tea's character is strong, robust, rich taste. But Biluochun, this tea came from the east side of China, Jiangsu province.
Okay.
So the tea, the character is sweet, the mild taste, also with very fruity, flowery smell.
Well, let's brew some. And we have, I know we have 2 grades here at 7 Cups, the premium and the imperial Biluochun. Of course, it's from the same bush, but what's different about these 2 grades?
So for the grades, usually to judge the green tea by time, to judge the grades for green teas by when you pick it.
When you picked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imperial Biluochun will pick earlier than premier. You will realize Imperial Biluochun tastes sweeter, tastes milder, and the tea buds is shorter, more tender.
I see. Well, let's brew that then. Sounds
okay.
Great. The premium is also very good. And would you say that most of the Biluochun on the market is more the premium grade?
Mostly. Because for premier grades, they only can got a few days, 4 or 5
imperial
days.
Grade?
Imperial grades, I'm sorry.
Just a few days?
A few days harvest. Then they will make other grades.
I see.
Biluochun is very popular, so they got make the large quantity to service for Chinese.
I see.
But the Biluochun, regional Biluochun, the island very small. There are 2 mountains can produce regional Biluochun, West Mountain and East Mountain.
And isn't there around a lake?
Around the famous freshwater lake named Taihu, and those 2 mountains usually we also name the Dongting Mountain. So the east lake is edged with the city.
Okay.
The west mountain, east mountain edged with city. The West Mountain is individual in the inside of the lake.
In the lake, so you have this beautiful lake, and on the outside the mountain range, and they grow Biluochun there, and then also that mountain within the lake.
Yes.
An island, really. They're also grown.
Yes.
Is there any difference between the Biluochun that's grown in these
Yes.
two parts of
It
this lake?
has difference. If tea grow on the West Mountain, which is inside of the lake, the tea smell better, has more fruity or flowers fragrance, and the taste also milder. Because on the West Mountain, besides the tea, they also grow lots of fruits tree.
Oh, I see. So that the fruit trees that are covering the island, doesn't it somewhat protect the tea bushes and give them shade?
Yes.
I see.
Because this tea all grow just on the very lower land. It's not like a high mountain tea, but the tea under the shade to grow. So they grow lots of fruits tree, just like umbrella to cover the tea bush. Same time the tea bush absorb the fruits, the flower of fruits, the fragrance. So the tea very special.
And so both of our Biluochuns come from that mountain that's within the lake. And the other Biluochun is also very good. It just has different characters, right?
Different character, richer. If you like a rich, robust, strong taste, somebody will like the tea came from the East Mountain.
Okay.
So for make the Biluochun, we usually have two ways to make it.
Okay.
We can pour the tea first, or usually we make it. We only pour about half a tablespoon tea.
Because this tea is very small, you don't need to have, you'd be tempted to want to do more tea leaves, but actually just, you said half a tablespoon?
Half a tablespoon, it's enough. So the temperature of your water must be under 180 degrees.
Okay.
No boiling.
You don't want boiling water. Just like all of the green tea, you don't want to use boiling water. It will start to steam the tea.
So this is a common way to make the green tea, which just use common any pots. So you can put the tea first, then pour into the hot water about 180 degrees. Make the Biluochun or the normal way. Then this tea you infuse about 2 minutes. You can start to drink. Now I'm introduce other way, very popular in China, people to make the Biluochun, which is we pour the hot water first into your cup or pot.
So this is one that we haven't shown in our video podcast, and I think I know why we're doing it this one, but I'm going to wait and see what you can say. So first we're doing the hot water, same amount of tea.
Then we put same amount of the tea, half tablespoon, put into the water. You will see the tea leaves right away will drop down to a bottom of your cups into water. So we pour the water first into the glass, then pour the tea later for the Biluochun, because we want to make sure water won't be too hot for the fresh green tea. Because when we pour the hot water into the glass, the cold glass will help cool of the water's temperature.
Wonderful. And how long will you infuse that for?
Usually about 1 or 2 minutes. Then you can start enjoying.
And I had this the other day, and I actually just left it in my cup, and it doesn't go bitter, so that you can just reuse it. How many times would you infuse these leaves?
Usually about 3 times.
About 3 times.
3 times. So when we drink down to here, left 1/4 of water, then you got to continue pour the hot water. So you can use the same way to get 3 cups of the tea from the same tea leaves.
Beautiful. Well, we're going to stop here and enjoy our Biluochun. And we invite you to visit us here in Tucson at our tea house or online at 7cups.com. Until next time, we offer you good health and fine tea. We welcome your questions and comments, so please visit us at 7cups.com and we will answer any questions you have about tea and tea culture.